Hello everyone and welcome back. Today I have for you a kind of a tavern inspired home. Now mind you, this is the overly detailed showcase model. Your build will not look like this. And I did make some changes on the little addition. As you can see, it goes indented by 1, but to make up for more space, I expanded it by 2 on both sides, so just, it's more livable. So this is what your end result should look like. Now, there is no chimney just because the details were already running a little extreme, and I didn't want to add more because then it would just become more of a tedious build. So, with that said, let us begin. So for the floor plan, it's pretty simple. It's a traditional 5x7 build, and then off to the side, one in, it is another 5x7. Then a floor of your choice. I'm using birch for the entirety of the build. And then for the extended porch area, we're going to come out and go over the length of the build plus 1 extra for the staircase. So for the first floor, we're going to raise up all the inside, a total of 4, and then all the stone brick, a total of 4 in between. Then for the front stair, we're going to raise up up to the height of the stone bricks. And then for the long side with the wood, we're going to raise that up a total of 5 tall, so it should be 1 taller than the rest of the build. And then, of course, filling in the walls with calcite. So now we want to start framing out the second floor. So we're going to start here in the back with some staircases extended by 1, and then we're just going to follow along the rest of the structure with the oak logs. And then in between the oak, we can use birch all the way around, except for where the staircase meets at the porch. We're going to cross the oak across one more time, and then raise the steps one final time to match the height of the floor. Now we're going to raise all the beams a total of 5 tall on the corners of the big square. Now to pitch the roof, we're going to go up a total of 2 on both sides. Unfortunately, the camera kind of bugged out here, but it'll correct itself. We're going to go 2, 1, and then 1 to the top again. And then the same thing on the small half. It goes to a 2 and then a 1 and a 1. So for the little side bit here, we're going to go right near the staircase. We're going to go in 1 log and bring it out a total of 3 times, and then make sure it crosses a total of 3 times. Then we're just going to fill it in with the birchwood as the floor, and then build that up a total of 5 times, just like the rest of the build, and then going up 2, and then 1 to the peak. Then underneath, I'm just going to brace it with a log, with 1 coming out and 1 going up. So for the second floor, we're going to place the calcite all the way around, just pretty much matching the logs, and then being indented by 1 along the big faces of the buildings, just for the extra detail. We're just going to build to the height all the way around. Next, we're going to link up all the peaks of the rooftop with the logs, just to make the roof work better with the block. And then for this one, I opted not to do a green roof this time, so I'm using a combination of brown terracotta and gray terracotta. So before we go into detailing the build, I've already started, but I wanted to kind of redo this part. At the top of the stairs here, we're going to cut out a 3 spot here for the door. Come inside, and then for the little overhang piece, we're going to cut out a window there. And then a window there, and then of course looking down right here, we're going to just clean this up more like that, and then I'm going to add in the logs here just to finish it off, make it look like it's more of a finished wood. Drag them all the way across like that. Then I'm going to jump down in here, break this open here, and not there, 1 right there. So don't worry about the flowers, that will come later on. I just made a mistake and I wanted to clean this part of the video up just a little bit. Now for the staircase that goes down, we're gonna go inside here, and then immediately to the left on the far side, we're gonna start with the staircase just gradually going down. Now we're gonna simplify this a little bit here in a minute, but we're just gonna bring the staircase all the way down to the ground first, like that. Now, of course, we got this problem, but to prevent people from just bonking their heads, I guess, all the time, I'm going to use some oak logs underneath this. You'll still get stuck, but you know what I mean. And then underneath, you could keep it open, or if you want to strengthen the staircase just a little bit, just add in some staircases upside down, like that. Alright, so the front face of the building is fairly tricky. So to do this, what we're going to do is grab our stripped oak logs, just going to build that all the way up like so. And then from this corner point, we're going to build down twice. And then from where this log meets, we're going to drag one all the way across like that. And then now that we have that one, we can just pretty much do this as well. We have that front face dragged all the way across. And then, of course, here in the center, we're going to bring one all the way up like that. Now, the reason why we don't have one in the center here is we can have a little window in this spot. We can use the spruce trapdoors on both sides, there, and then all around the corners, I'm just going to add in a staircase like that. Now, for the door, I'm going to add in a staircase upside down there, and then one there. You could do another door frame here on the inside, but it's a little clunky, and I don't think it's necessary. I'm going to add a door there and then call it a day. So for the front part, we need to add one more little detail down here. That is the oak stairs and the log extended by one, and then the upside down staircase there. Here in the mid platform, I'm just going to put fences all the way around. And then as we get closer to the top, now we have more room to work with. I'm going to use trapdoors here just to cover up these holes. And then at the very top, I'm going to extend the log out twice there, and then once there. And just to really finish it up and bring it home, I'm going to add a lantern dangling in the front. Now, if you wanted to add a little more details, you could. So I'm just going to throw some fences here at the top. And then, of course, where the roof meets the oak logs, I always use staircases just to make the roof look like it's supported. There. The front of the building is done, and the rest of the details I'm just going to show in a overhead view. So for the front part of the building here, we're going to start off with some feet here at the corners, and then a staircase at the top, and then surrounding the window with the spruce trapdoors, the glass panes in the center with the staircases all around. So we're just kind of decorating it. A lot of the build will use the same sort of detailing philosophy, so feel free to skip this part of the build if you so desire. A lot of it is just matching as we go. So I'll show you the big face details as well. We're going to start off on the side here with the oak staircases bracing it, and then the oak logs jutting out from the top just to give the roof a little more shape, the feet at the bottom, and then continuing along with the same design that we've done in most of our builds. And of course the little overhang on the window using just the staircases, and then dressing it up with the fences and some azalea bushes. So for the details here in the back, I'm just going to use a different mixture of materials to break up the white texture with azalea bushes, fences, and staircases. It doesn't actually have to be perfect, we're just kind of hiding the imperfections that the build has. And then I'm bracing the side window here. As you can see, that one is done because it's the same as the other window. I didn't think I had to show all the details. And we're just going to zip around here at the corner, filling in the white with some fences, trapdoors, and then the overhanging bit here, just filling in a window and then supporting it underneath with some staircases. And of course, with the front entrance being finished off with andesite. Now there is one last bit of detailing we can do to fix this up a bit. I'm going to place the barrels at the bottom there for the bracing of the logs. Then I'm going to mix in some andesite stone blocks and staircases all along just to break up the stone texture. And then adding in the little lantern posts there just to dress up the building with some bracing of the trapdoors, fixing the stairs at the top. And then just hiding some of that wall, I'm going to put some azalea bushes. And there we have it. We are done. A little bit longer than I kind of wanted, as this build isn't very big. It's just it goes into quite a bit of details that I wasn't quite anticipating. But sorry for the delay. The holiday weekend kept me busy. But I am back, and I do have some more builds planned. Try to do something other than just homes, but with that said, I hope you guys did enjoy. And as always, until next time. See you later.